Welcome back, Rangers. I am back with another build video. Today I am bringing you the full health Commando build again, but an updated version, slightly tweaked, because there was some minor issues on that previous one. Some of my viewers helped me understand where I was going wrong on that build, and now I believe it's been vastly improved due to some corrections I have made and some help from the community itself, which I appreciate. Anyone who commented on the previous video, which I'll leave a link in the description for, thank you so much. You've all been a huge help, and I believe this full health Commando build we have all built together, and I really appreciate that. So I contribute this video to every single person who contributed to the previous video and to everybody who watched the previous video. So let's get right to it. The full health Commando build updated for 2026, and trust me, we're dealing even more damage now. Let's go straight into the specials as always. As you already know, all my videos are time-stamped, especially my Fallout build videos are time-stamped for your convenience, my convenience, and just because we all like an easier life and we don't want to sit listening to me rambling for half an hour. So let's go. Let's go straight into the specials. We have a strength at 8, a perception at 15, an endurance at 10, a charisma at 4, but we are charismatic, don't worry. We have an intelligence at a standard 1, but trust me, we're not stupid. We're going to be dealing more damage than we need our intelligence. We have an agility at 10, and a luck at 8. I'm going to leave those specials on screen for a moment for you as always, so you can jot that down. I don't like rushing you when we're doing these build videos, so I'll leave you for a moment and I'll have some coffee while you jot down these specials. I hope that was enough time for you, so we're going to come off the specials now and straight into my favourite section. As you all know, we're going to go straight into the perks. I'm going to show you where we made some edits from the previous one. A lot of the viewers helped me understand that I was mistakenly having on my strength card travelling pharmacy, which was really stupid because when you look at true hikers, which you'll see later, because this is an overeaters build with true hikers perk on, I had travelling pharmacy on, and we really didn't need it. So again, stupid of me, but now we're doing more damage because I've been more sensible. So thank you. Straight away we're starting at strength, but first and foremost, I'm going to take you straight to the legendary perk cards. So let's start the legendary perk cards. We have an intelligence at rank 4, plus 5 intelligence. We have a legendary strength at rank 4, plus 5 strength. We have a legendary luck, rank 4, plus 5 luck. A legendary endurance, rank 4, plus 5 energy. A legendary agility, plus 5 agility. And the outcast of the pack, but the best, taking 1 for the team. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team, rank 4. I'm going to scroll through the specials again for you in a moment, but I'll be quiet about it so you can take notes and remember what I'm doing. I'll leave you to it now. I hope that was enough time for you. So now, finally, perk cards. I'm going to explain what I've edited, and a lot of the stuff I can skip through quite quickly because we already know where we're up to, but the main things I'll talk about is where we're getting the extra damage from, and that'll be off criticals and fats, and mainly just downright damage. So let's start off with strength. You all know me, carry weight's a big thing for me. I love my carry weight. So we're going to go at a strong back, 2 points, gain more carry weight based on your strength. That'll be extremely high at a rank 13 on strength. Next is the easy target, plus 75% range damage to cripple targets. Trust me, you'll be doing a lot of crippling on this build. The more you cripple, the more you damage, and that will cost you 3 points. We have a barbarian, a nice little outcast card. Gain damage resistance based on strength, doubled when not wearing armor. I don't know why you're not wearing armor, but there we go. But look, still getting extra damage resistance. And trust me, this is a very tanky build, just like the previous one. We've not lost strength and we've not lost damage resistance. We are still incredibly tanky, even though we changed a couple of things. Scatter shot. It will cost you two slots. 20% of damage dealt to all limbs is applied to all limbs on your target. So while you're doing that, you're damaging all the limbs and higher chance of crippling the target as well. So more damage, the quicker we get out of bad situations. Next we have Bandolier. Ballistic weapon ammo weighs 9% less. I carry a lot of ballistic ammo. You may do, you may not. So it's completely up to you if you want this card. If you're only carrying a little bit with you every now and again, it's completely up to you. But I like to carry plenty because I don't need to, I like having to come back and forward to collect my ammunition. So that's my choice on that one. So weapon weight is 9% less. So plenty more carry weight for you. Next we have one of my favourites, a blocker at a rank 3. Take 40% less damage from your opponent's melee attacks, meaning we've got more damage resistance. If anyone wants to do a sneaky on you, they won't be able to. As you can see, I've took off Travelling Pharmacy now. We got rid of that redundant card and we've moved the 2 points into luck instead. Next we are moving over to Perception, maxed out at 15. Your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. Trust me, you're going to be having plenty of AP on this build now. With plenty of AP means plenty of criticals, plenty of damage. So Number Cruncher, it will cost you 3. Down Ranger, you do plus 20% range damage to far enemies. We are using a ranged weapon. You can use the Fixer, Elder's Mark, or the Handmade with this build. It's completely up to you, but trust me, the damage is there. Tormentor, you deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has. This is a cripple build, so you will be crippling your targets to cripple them for more damage, so Tormentor is a must, and that will cost you 2. We have Tank Killer, your ranged weapons ignore 40% of armour. We just go punch through that armour. It doesn't matter who they are, we're taking them down, and that Tank Killer will take them down with that 40% ignorance of armour. That will cost you 2. Next we go into Fats cards. Gain more Fats accuracy based on your perception. As it's at 15, awareness will boost that right to the top and our accuracy will be perfect in Fats at all times. Next is Concentrate Fire and it will cost you 3. Focus Fire to gain plus 3 accuracy and damage per shot. So obviously we've got that maxed out and we are just marrying up damage, and the more damage, the better we are. Next, we are moving on to Endurance. I have the most cards in Endurance because this is where we are the tank and where we are going to be tanky as possible. I love these cards I have on Endurance, and I'll show you why. Life Giver costs you 2 points. Gain more max HP per point in Endurance. As it's maxed out, our HP is skyrocketing. You'll see. Plenty of life, plenty of HP. Next we have Ironclad. We have a matching armour on this. It will be Secret Service this time round. Armour provides 25% more protection, doubled if wearing a matching set. We are wearing a matching set, so we are buffed up to hell. We are walking tanks basically and dealing the damage, and that will cost you 3. Iron Stomach. Increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. We will be avoiding diseases on it, and we will be taking advantage of these non-disease cards to increase our damage, energy resistance, and AP, as you will see soon. So Iron Stomach will cost you 1. Natural Assistance. This is one I like to keep on. It is a wild card, but increased elemental resistance based on endurance while not diseased. So we're talking about toxins, chiral and fire damage, so we're going to be buffing them up on this build. So natural resistance is very nice wild card pick there to put into endurance. Next is First Quencher. Increase max AP based on endurance while not diseased. So when you're not diseased, your AP is shooting up. So we'll be doing our Fats kills. We'll be having plenty of AP, and as you will see, AP is not an issue on this build. I'll be showing you why. Vaccinated, increased damage disease resistance based on endurance, so we want to avoid diseases as much as possible. It is rare you will get a disease, but the less likely you can get one, the better, so I keep vaccinated on, just for that reason. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Fireproof at a rank 3, take 45% less damage from explosions and flame attacks. So basically we're just buffing ourselves even more, less likely to die, because there's a lot of explosions on this game. There is a random amount of fire, especially in the Burning Springs, has brought in a lot more fire into the game. So this is a must. So take 45% less damage from explosions and flame attacks, fireproof rank 3. Starch Genes, an absolute must with all Fallout 76 builds. You will never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never cure mutations. A must. We are an Overeaters build, so the next card is very important. Rejuvenated, it will cost you 2. Benefits of being well fed or hydrated, further increase when you have less than 10% rads, and you will see the well fed perk is extremely good and benefits you a lot, whether that being XP, carry weight, damage resistance. It's a big all-rounder, and disease resistance at the same time, so another must-do card. We're at Charisma, just 4 points. We don't need to worry about Charisma. We're going to scoot ourselves through this as quick as possible. Charisma at rank 4, Inspirational, gain more XP while on a team based on your Charisma. So more XP, quicker your level. And the quicker you get more perk cards, so you can get yourself to this build. Strange in numbers. Positive mutations effects are plus 25% stronger if your teammates are mutated as well. 99% of the population of Fallout 76 is going to be mutated at this point. So trust me, this card is so beneficial to have on, and when we're together, we work together and we're buffing each other, and that's the point of this game, working together, collaborating with each other and supporting each other as much as possible. So a must-do card, and I share this perk card as well for everyone. Tenderizer, each tap makes your target take increased damage, so a nice beautiful card here. It's going to be increasing damage all around on this build. This is a damage dealer. This build now is a damage dealer. It's a damage resistant build. It's a tank. It's pretty much everything now. We have the everything build, and it's, again, like I say, it's thank you to you guys for pointing out the errors I'd made on a couple of things, and we've all built this build together, and here we are. So let's move on to intelligence next. Another quick one. We've got First Aid. Stimpaks must restore more HP based on your intelligence, so you more than likely only need to be using 1 per tricky situation. If you are caught out, you only really need to use 1 to fill your health bar. Next is Field Surge, and it will cost you 2 points. Stimpaks and Radaways heal 60% faster. As you can see, the quicker you can heal, the quicker you can get back into combat and get back into the action. We have Strapper, my throwaway card. Obtain more components when you strap weapons and armor. Basically, it's just a strapping card. More strap you got, more junk you got. Junk is a high commodity in this game, so get that junk. Last but not least, because we're a full Overeaters build on this, we've got Good with Salt. I carry plenty of food with it. I do carry plenty of food with it on this build, because it's a couple of food items that I'm going to show you on this build now, what I do recommend you taking with you. To increase your critical damage and to increase your AP at the same time. It's a new section of the build videos I'm introducing now, so I'll show you why I carry Good with Salt. So Good with Salt, food in your inventory will spoil 90% slower, and that'll cost you 2. Next we have Agility, their big damage special, and Onslaught. Onslaught, the best feature to be added into Fallout 76 in a long time. It is the chief of damage, and here we go. First and foremost, Gunslinger Master. Gain Onslaught stacks over time and spend them on attacks plus 10 stacks. More stacks you have, then more damage. Next one, Gunslinger at a rank 3. Your ranged weapons do plus 12% damage to weak spot damage. So you'll be seeing with those criticals, boom, 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 more damage. Next is Gunslinger Expert. Plus 1% range weak spot damage per onslaught stat plus 3 stats. So again, that damage is going to go up now on the weak spots. The more stats you have, the more damage we're dealing. Gorilla, grrr. That will cost you 3. You do plus 20% range damage to close enemies, and that'll be a rank 3. So again, we're just pumping the numbers out. Pump, 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 pump. And all these cards in agility are going to marry up with perception, and going to marry up with strength, and you'll see all the damage is calculating itself all across the board. So that's the Gorilla rank 3. Gorilla Master at a rank 3, plus 5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat, plus 5 stats. So we're buffing more stats on top of more stats on top of more stats to gain more damage and get us out of bad situations as quick as possible. And my throwaway card is evasive, chance to evade attacks based on agility, no power armor. So evasive, just dodging bullets, and that's what we like to do. We like to John Wick it on this build. So this is basically our plot armor. Let's get out of bad situations, avoid the damage, and deal with our enemies as quick as possible. And last but not least, a couple of changes into luck. A couple of extras inside here to increase our critical damage in FATS. And it is at 13 now instead of the previous 11, was it? Was it 11 previous? Yes, it was 11 previously. First and foremost, we have the Grim Reaper's Sprint. Any kills in FATS restores action points based on your luck. Next is better criticals. VATS criticals now do plus 100% damage, and you will see the damage the FATS are going to do, and the criticals. FATS isn't necessary, but if you want to use FATS on this build, you want to do the criticals as quick as possible, it's completely up to you, but trust me, you want to see those big numbers pumping out, this is the card to have on, and the FATS and the criticals you want to perform, do it. It's completely up to you, but trust me, it's beneficial for you. 4-leaf clover, misses in FATS now contribute to your critical meter based on luck, so on the off chance that you are missing in the FATS, well, 4-leaf clover is going to have you covered because it's going to fill the critical meter up for you at the same time, and the more you have that critical meter filled up, the more damage you're going to be pumping out at all times. Next is Class Freak, another must do card, all surrounding mutations. The negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. So mutations do carry negative effects, but with this card, you're reducing it all the way down and you won't really feel it anymore. There we go. And next is a new card we've added on, Critical Savvy. Critical hits now only consume 55% of your critical meter. So there we go. We're spending less to do criticals. The less we have to spend on criticals, the more critical bar we've got, the quicker we can reach critical, the quicker we get rid of enemies now. And this is why I put extra points into luck, so we can really deal some big damage now, and we're really going to see the damage ticking over. And next and not least is Junk Shield. Junk Shield, a beautiful card, a beautiful addition to Fallout 76 builds in recent times. Junk Shield is beautiful. It gives you lots of damage resistance, and the only thing you need to do with this is carry 100 pieces of any piece of junk you want, as light as possible if you want. It could be leather, it could be wood, whatever you want. If you get 100 pieces and you lock it and carry it in your inventory, extra damage resistance, you are a walking tank. And this is the walking tank, the damage dealing build. Thank you for staying on the perk card section. As you can see, there's only been minor changes to the previous build the other day, but trust me, you'll see the changes tenfold now. You really will see the big changes that have developed here. I'll leave the perk cards on screen for a moment for you just to jot down and screenshot if must, so you can put it on your own perk card. Thank you for listening, and I'll leave you for a couple of seconds. I hope that was enough time for you. We're going to come off the perk cards now and move to weapons, armor, stats, mutations, and then last and not least, a testing phase to show you the changes and to show you what we're doing these days. And it's good stuff, trust me. Right, that is the full health Commando build. And let's go into the weapon we're using on this build. Oh, let's get rid of those frags. They weigh too much and I don't like carrying them. We are using the beautiful Elder's Mark as per usual. It is the ballistic meta. Everyone loves it. And just so to let people know, the Elder's Mark drops from the Event Beast of Burden. It's a rare drop, but if you persevere or you join the Discord groups and look for people sharing the Beast of Burden group, if anyone announces it's on their server, try and drop in and see if it drops for you. The alternative guns you can use on this build are the bog standard Fixer. Fixer is perfect. Fixer is a beautiful gun. It's still there. It's still the goal. You can use the Handmade as well. The Handmade is another perfect pick for this as well. But on this, we are using the Elder's Mark. I have changed a modification, a legendary mod on done this time round. So we'll start from the top. It is a Furious, and Furious, as you know, plus 5 damage per onslaught stat, plus 9 max stats, so more stats, more damage. We have the second legendary mod as Rapid, so the gun is quicker, so we're pumping out more bullets as quick as possible. The new modification legendary mod we have there is Fats Optimized, minus 35% action point cost, and you see, more action points, more damage, more time we spend in Fats, the more criticals we're doing, the more damage we're doing. We have the Pinpointers, a ridiculously hard 4-star modification. I do know that. It will drop for you at some point, or you will find someone selling it. Please don't buy it for leadership bobbleheads. Someone will be selling Pinpointers out there in the shop. If you have to give away leadership bobbleheads or something like that for it, needs must, but it is out there somewhere, or just try and join raid groups. I do raid streams every night of the week for an hour or so. So if you ever pop into my raids, just pop in and we'll see if we can drop it. If not, you know, it does drop eventually. They are the legendary mods on there. I have the standard receiver, the short barrel, the recoils, composite stock, the large quick eject drum, the reflex sight dot, and the suppressor. It's beautiful. I'll keep my modifications and legendary mods on there for a second for you, just so you can look over them. But I'd say Elder's Mark is a must, and these modifications are a must. I'd say have any of these modifications on any of the guns you choose for this build. Honestly, please, any guns you choose, whether it be handmade or fixer, please use these mods and you'll see why. I'll keep that on there for a second. I'll spin it around. I hope you're all well. I hope you've been enjoying the uploads recently. I am doing my best, the best I can. We have been pushing these videos out and making changes along the way. It's been a nice experiment altogether. And that is the Elder's Mark and the weapon. So let's move on to our armour. We have changed the armour for more damage. Because it's an Overeaters, I am just going to fill my belly up so you can see the full perks of being a... Let's put that lemonade on there. Let's eat some candy, just so we can see the full effects of the Overeaters armour. We are running Secret Service Overeaters. First and foremost, as you can see, damage resistance is 173, 128, 128 radiation resistance. I have the Overeaters. Overeaters increases damage reduction plus 6% as you fill your 101st meter, currently plus 6. Beautiful card. It is a must if you want to be an Overeaters build. Damage resistance is a bit. It makes you into a walking tank, and it's great. My second star, I have the plus 2 intelligence, as I do like XP. And my perk card for the third perk card I have is food, drink, and games. I reduce by 20%. I have all 3 of these mods are the same throughout each piece of armor I have. The modification I have is the butt rest and the deep pocketed for the extra carry weight and the damage resistance there. I'll scoop through all of them now. As you can see, they are all the same. I don't have all the 4-star modifications on this build just yet, but I'll show you the ones that I differ. So again, it's Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers. I have Runners on here, Sprinting action points cost, reduced by minus 20% up to 100% on full stack. So we're saving AP there. We've got butt rest and deep pocketed again. The next 4-star. We have Tanky on this one, the 4-star, but it's the same again. Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers, Tanky, plus 200 damage resistant for 10 seconds when standing still. 20 seconds cooldown up to 1000 on a full stack. So imagine you've got all your armor with Tanky, or pure damage resistant standing still for 10 seconds. What a great time. And it's butt rest and deep pocketed. And again, Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers, butt rest, deep pocketed. Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers, butt rest, and deep pocketed. And that is the Secret Service armor. I'm going to leave the modifications on screen for the armor for a moment, but they are all the same going down. Any different ones, I'll put a 4-star one on. They're just my recommendations, but I'll leave my 4-star, my highly recommended. All 4 stars I'd put on my armor I'll leave that on screen for you now to jot notes on. Please enjoy. I hope that was enough time for you right there. So let's go into stats next. Let's go and see what we are looking at before we are inside a team with the extra buffs on top. As you can see, we've got a 786 resistance, a 38 poison resistance, a 38 fire resistance, energy resistance at 784, 38 chiral resistance, and 450 radiation resistance. Trust me, radiation won't be a problem. Don't be worrying about a pesky thing called radiation. And next we'll look into the effects. As you can see, like I said before, fully fed, being fully fed on the overeaters, plus 4 strength, plus 60% health, plus 45% disease resistance. Beautiful. Just me overeaters, stay fully fed. I know it's high maintenance build, but trust me, it pays off for the damage, resistance, and the damage you deal over time. And next we'll be moving into mutations. I'll be quickly scrolling through these, just read through, but I'll pause and let you, anything crucial on here, I'll obviously break down to you and tell you why it's a must and why it delivers more damage. Straight from the top, we have adrenaline reaction, plus 5% damage per kill while a kill streak. Trust me, you'll be doing plenty of kill streaks, so there you go. Minus 12 HP. Next you have bird bones, minus 45% fall speed, minus 90% fall damage, plus 4 agility, minus 1 strength. As you can see, the negative effects of the mutation has been greatly reduced due to the PERK card Class Freak. We have Eagle Eyes at plus 4 perception, minus 1 strength, plus 50 critical damage, and trust me, you thank that for the criticals. The criticals are insane on this build, and you'll see. We have Egghead, minus 0.75 endurance, plus 6 intelligence for extra XP boost, minus 0.75 strength, not really anything there. I have electrically charged on this mutation, 40% chance to deal 25% energy damage to melee attackers, so the pesky dogs or anything like that, we don't push them away. Any melee people, we don't push them away with a big chance of doing energy damage. Grounded, plus 100% energy resistance, minus 13% energy gun damage. We're not using energy guns, so it's not really our issue. But that energy resistance there is going to be working well for you. We have the healing factor, plus 3% health regen, minus 40% chem effects. We are a herbivore on this build, no benefits from meat, boo. We have 2 times the benefits from veggies, and you'll see the perk of having this with the food I'll show you we're using on this build. Immune to disease and brads from veggies. We have herd mentality, minus 0.50 all specials, marsupial, minus 1 intelligence. Marsupial is on all builds, you get that extra height and the extra carry weight, plus 320% jump height, plus 20% carry weight. We have scaly skin, minus 12 AP, but the benefit of that is plus 50 energy resistance, plus 50 damage resistance, so tanking you up even more. We have the speed demon, plus 30% reload speed, plus 20% move speed, plus 13% hunger and thirst while moving. So I'll scroll through these again just so you can jot them down, and I'll stay silent while I scroll through the mutations. And that is the mutations for you right there. Next we'll move into the perk effects. I'll show you what the perks will be doing in the background for you and the effects they do have. Straight from the top, we have awareness plus 25% facts accuracy, barbarian plus 57 damage resistance, downranger plus 20% damage versus far targets, easy target plus 75 damage versus crippled, evasive plus 7% evade chance, first aid plus 50%, 52% impact healing, 4-leaf clover plus 46% critical meter miss regeneration, Good with Salt, -% food spell rate. Gorilla, plus 20% damage versus close. Gorilla Master, plus 35% damage versus close. Iron Stomach, plus 67 damage resistance, plus 67 damage and energy resistance, I'm sorry. Ironclad, plus 50% armor bonus. Junk Shield, plus 108 damage resistance, plus 108 energy resistance. Remember, I'm carrying 100 pieces of junk, so that will buff all the way up. Next we have Life Giver at a plus 131 HP, Natural Resistance at plus 39 Chiral, plus 39 Poison, plus 39 Fire, all damage resistance there. Strong Bat plus 37% carry weight, First Quench at a plus 87 AP, Tormentor plus 20% damage per crippled limb your target has, Fascinated plus 46% damage resistance, Fully Hydrated, plus 4 in energy, Endurance, plus 6% AP regen, plus 45% disease resistance. Remember, fully hydrated and fully fed are now benefiting from the perk card, what means when you're fully fed, the effects are now doubled, so with more AP regeneration at all times, and that is the perk card effects here. So as you can see, you are a tank, and you are a damage dealer on this build. And next, we are going to go into the testing phase. Thank you for sticking by in the video. If you do watch these videos all the way through, or you just use my timestamps, it's always appreciated. So let's move on to our favourite section of the run. Let's go and do, what should we do? Shall we do the testing phase in West Tech? Or shall we do a... Let's go to West Tech. Let's go to West Tech. Let's go see our Super Mutant friends we've not been seeing for a little bit and test their build out. Next, before we actually run the test, I'm going to break down the food we do consume on this build and show you why the food will really benefit. So, we are an overeaters build. So let's talk about the food. I carry plenty of food with me, I do apologise. So we will use canned coffee or company tea for AP regeneration. So the quicker we can regain the AP, the better. We are using Blight Soup. Blight Soup increases critical damage for 30 minutes. 30 minutes of plus 100% critical damage on top of already the critical damage you're already heavily performing on this build. Do you understand the damage we will be dealing on this build now? And that's why I want to show you that Blight Soup is also a must on this build, just in case you want to do the extra damage and you don't want to spend too much ammunition on your targets. So I have those locked into my favourites. So let's take a Blight Soup. Let's take a canned coffee for max AP regeneration. And let's go and John Wick some Super Mutants. And I'll show you the damage we'll be dealing. Straight for the headshot. Down. Look at that. 1,000 damage on a headshot. 1,000. No one's touching us. Look at AP shoot back up as well. There goes the cripple. Insane. High performers now. And as you can see, even just aiming down sight is also perfect on this build. And let's clean out West Tech. Do you see how quick with John Wick's that? Do you see the amount of damage we're doing per headshot? We're doing 800, we're doing 1,000 on a headshot. And that's the increase we have now from the changes that we've currently made to this build. This is a walking Terminator build. We are tanks. We are insanely powerful at this point. No one can do anything to us. Excuse me, Mr. Mutant. Down she goes. Ooh, tricky fella. Who's talking to me? I just can't believe it. Look how far we've progressed. We've made some minor changes, doing 800 to 700 per headshot. The enemies don't stand a chance. Fats is great as well. Let's do a critical. Let's see the damage we're doing a critical headshot. Look, 1,271 on a headshot critical. And look, we're just not losing AP. The AP is endless. It's just endless. Look at it. It's insane. Absolutely insane. This is what we built. 1,000 a headshot, 700 to 800. Perfect. Perfect. It's insane. Do you know what I mean? It's just insane what we've built. This is the every person's build. This is what we should all strive for on a build. It's insane. This is a testing phase, but look, I think we're there now. I think we're finally seeing results. 900 there on the headshot, but we can't get touched. It's just crazy build. I've barely lost any health. That's because of how quick we are taking down our targets. And this is before we're even in a team to see the true benefits. So that's it. Like, it's crazy. Someone's still attacking me. So what we're going to do, we're going to test out the burning springs with this build, and we'll go and pick ourselves a grunt hunt. And while we're doing that, we'll just explain. I'll do my thank yous for watching my videos. I hope this build is successful for everyone. Please, as always, feedback is necessary. Is this better now than the previous one? Is this where we need to be? Just let me know. This is it. I believe this is it. You see how we just John Wicked that building. We just cleaned out that building like it was absolutely nothing to us. And the damage is insane. So obviously, let's go for high-end targets and see what sort of damage we're doing to high-end targets. Is everybody else enjoying Burning Springs? I found it quite mediocre, to be honest. I don't know, but let's see how the damage is doing at the end there. And this is the final part of the testing. I hope this build works for everyone. I know it's a high maintenance build. I know it costs a lot to do this build, but trust me, once you're here, it will feel great. And this is the build for everyone. You want to be a tank? You want a smooth running on this game? This is the one for you. Let's find our target. We're going to go for a clean headshot. Straight down. And that's at a high-end target. Look, nothing. Patty cake. We genuinely felt nothing now. And this is it. This is the build. This is the full health Commando build of 2026. Finally, I'd like to thank everybody who helped readjust this build. Honestly, anything else you need to know about this build? Have I missed anything? Is there anything you would change? Please let me know. I'm going to take a break for a couple of days on posting any more videos, just because it takes a lot of time to put these videos together and get the builds together, but it's much appreciated. Please, I'm nearly at 500 subscribers now. If everyone makes the push now, we could reach that 500. I can't believe the numbers we're already at. You know what I mean? And it was just a little bit of effort to put these build videos together, but it was totally worth it because honestly, everyone's come back. Everyone's been really positive with me about the build videos and helped me readjust everything. So, and I'll give you that email. Much love from me, the Ranger, and I will see you at the next build video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again.